CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, everybody, this next segment's being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. Y'all can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or give Tom a call for all your catering or delivery needs at 615-754-7548. And we're going to try to have him in here for a few more recipes here coming up soon. So looking forward to that. But be sure to stop in there and eat lunch or dinner. Or actually, he's got breakfast now too. And I'm telling you, it is a spread.
Yeah, I had some friends that tried that the other day. They was telling me about it.
It's on time now. I'm telling you, if you leave there hungry, it's your own fault.
Yeah,
I promise
that's what
you.
I was told.
Guys, we've still got a few of you hanging on the phone line, so we're going to go ahead and leave them open, and we're going to jump on over right now and see how Mitchell. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, well, I had a question, and a gentleman that called before me had apparently you've answered it for me. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I just
Sure.
I really enjoyed this segment tonight on the aging of the deer and everything that you did.
Well, I
had
appreciate it.
a question. Is Southern Woods and Water going to be out at the Tight Lines tournament this Saturday?
We
on
are.
JTP?
Yeah, we are. We're going to be out. Richard is going to be there. He's going to be hanging out with Jake Davis at the weigh-in station. We're going to be doing some filming, and I'm actually going to be out fishing. I'm going to be out with Jacob Willis, and we're going to be fishing and seeing if we can't put a big slab crappie in the boat to come up there and turn in. So,
all right, good deal.
But we will be down there, absolutely.
I didn't know. Is any Southern Woods and Water gear? Are you going to bring anything out to sell out there?
We had not planned on it. I very well may end up bringing some T-shirts and things with us, but as of right now, we hadn't really talked about doing that.
Well, if you bring some T-shirts out, there's a lot of plus-size men that are going to be out there this year. So can you make a 2X?
Man, we got plenty of 2X. We got plenty of 2X. Now, last year we ran out of 4X. I didn't get enough of those.
They've been eating breakfast.
Yeah, they've been eating the breakfast down there at Courtney's too much. What it is.
Yeah.
But no, we're definitely. If you're interested in shirt, if you'll come and talk to me, we'll definitely get you hooked up one way or the other.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, sir. Bye.
David, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Appreciate you calling. How can we help you tonight?
I was caught a little bit of your segment last week, and there was a part of Cumberland River y'all was talking about that you could just float down and fish in it, but you couldn't have any other aid except for the paddles. And I was wondering if that was in Kentucky or is that in Tennessee?
I believe, and I do not. I'm not the one that would know the information on that like my guest would have last week, but I believe it's in the Kentucky side.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find out. If whereabouts some kind of area where you can put in and take out at.
I'm really not sure on that. I'd be afraid I'd give you bad information. What I would do is I would reach out to the Corps of Engineers on that, and they can probably give you a lot more information as far as being able to get you in the right spot to put in the water.
Okay. Would I call like the Wolf Creek?
Yeah.
That area right there.
That would be a good place to start, and if for some reason they couldn't answer you, they'll guide you to who can.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy watching y'all's show every week.
I appreciate it very much.
I don't do a lot of hunting and fishing. Well, I do more fishing than hunting, but biggest thing, I try to feed the wildlife a little bit and keep them coming around.
Just enjoying them.
I
There's
like
nothing wrong with
watching.
that.
Yeah, I just like watching them. Enjoy them coming up here in the backyard and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we appreciate you calling, and good luck to you. Send us some pictures. You get down there and catch a big one.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good
Y'all
night.
have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right. Till we get another call or two in here, You kind of hit something on the break a while ago. You were talking about some of the things. You said you thought more about what I had asked earlier. You're looking for particular terrain features that, in your opinion,
Right.
that's where a big buck's going to be.
Yeah, and you know, you first asked me, you know, how do I know a big buck's staying there? A lot of it's just over time. You know, you've seen in the past where the type of cover they like. You know, thick cover, rough terrain. A lot of mo saying
They don't want the
gnarlier
park.
the better.
They don't want the city park look.
Yeah.
They want it to be.
Yeah, the rough, thick terrain. You know, a lot of topography. If there's a lot of different ridges, a lot of different little drainages and stuff like that to hide in and switch up in.
And
those
I
type
talk about
places.
edge a lot, what I call habitat edge, and that's a lot what Wes is talking about. Just where a grown-up field meets a pine thicket, meets a creek bottom. I mean, where all that comes together, those edges seem to be.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of your big bucks will follow. They stay around edges and habitat changes, and that's where they like to be. But now, one of the biggest things, and this sounds generic, but it's the truth. I've heard it so many times in my life, but it is the truth. The big bucks are going to be where the does are.
Right.
So the biggest thing to do is where your does feeding, especially when it comes around late October, early November, that time's coming around. Where are your does concentrated? If they're concentrated on green fields at the time, you need to be hunting green field. If your does have not really transitioned yet, they're still eating on acorns and staying on the ridges, you know, come rut time, you know, beginning of November or so, what we consider to be the rut, you need to be on the acorn flats, wherever those does are, because he acts different. Right now is a different time of year. Right now we're talking about a buck that's just worried about eating. He's got a small home range. But at that point in time, when we get into the rut, into that part of the year, he's running around everywhere, and he's going to be where the does are. That's the biggest thing you need to focus on to find a big mature deer then, is where the most does at, because that's where he's going to be checking out, and he knows where they're at. He's going to be there, so absolutely where you'll find him. Well, guys, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.